welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm bringing you guys this really pretty spring makeup. I mean, I literally don't know how else to describe it. It is soft, it's ethereal. I think that is just like the best way that I can describe this look. It's a little bit of high-end, mostly drugstore products I really love in my collection, techniques I'm trying out for the first time, and I'm really excited to share this look with you guys. So if you want to see how I got it, just keep watching. So I just spent a little bit of time reshaping my brows because this brow specifically really wants to go like super sharp, especially at this corner. So I kind of like spent some time shaping that down, but I'm basically just going in with some concealer. I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape because it's honestly one of my more like drying concealers, and for some reason that kind of works good on the eyelid. I also just did a little brow powder on the bottom half of my brows to kind of fill them in. I'm just carving out the bottoms of the brows right now. I bought this tape on AliExpress, which is obviously like supposed to be for this, and it's supposed to be way softer than regular tape. And e.l.f. has like their e.l.f. eye tapes, but this was way cheaper. So I bought like 2 rolls of this, and I'm gonna use this today. But the first step is carving out the brows. It's so weird for me to do my eyes first because I'm so used to doing my base first. Now, even though hypothetically this is like meant for your face, I would still make sure to put it on the back of your hand and remove that tackiness. I didn't do this the other day with like regular tape, and it's not that it hurt taking it off, but it definitely was like pulling at my skin, and you really don't want to be pulling around the skin on your eye area. So I used this in one of my last videos, but it's literally just this bronzer from Physicians Formula. I've kind of rediscovered this. So just starting out with bronzer in the crease. I do this a lot for my looks, you guys will see, but I just really feel like it is such a hack to the system, because when you're trying to blend out other shades that are like in this family in regular palettes, right? So like a transition shade like this in a palette will so often be more difficult to blend than bronzer, because bronzer is just meant to blend super easily because it's meant to go on your face. So today I'm going to go in with this palette, which I honestly think is perfect for spring and summer, which is why I want to use it. I'm really like leaning into the whole spring vibe. So this is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and I'm actually going to start with the black. I love this little brush. This is from the Morphe X Aerial collection. You can see how absolutely, like, it is so dainty. So I'm going in with this. And this black in this palette is one of the best blacks in my collection. So you can see I'm not just starting to rub. I still want this line to be really sharp, but right here I'm leaving this space open, and I'm taking the end of my eye and swooping upwards. So I'm really just going in and building up this black to what I want. And I'm going to take the shade G Money in the palette and just kind of go slightly over the edge. Now really all I wanted with that black was I wanted to have eyeliner with this black, but I really wanted it to look softer than eyeliner and a little bit more diffused. And now one thing I love that she did with these palettes is she created some really beautiful shimmers. You can obviously see that this was my favorite because my finger is in it all the time. But today I'm actually going to go with this one just to kind of pull in like the pinkies and purples for spring. I'm going to go in with the shade Drama Queen, and I am picking this up with my finger. But instead of swiping all over the lid, I'm kind of going to tap to create a more ethereal kind of vibe. That way only like the larger chunks of glitter get picked up. And I am stamping outward as well. Like I'm obviously wanting the most pigment here, but I am continuing to stamp outward just so things look really diffused. Okay, a moment of truth. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the eyes alone right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the skin and start priming. I've recently seen some people talk about not priming the skin at all. And while that might be fine for them, that is not what we're gonna do here. I really like these gripping style primers. Normally I go in with e.l.f., but Hard Candy also makes a really good one. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. It is a 12-hour grip primer. It's basically the same thing as the e.l.f. Power Grip, the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip, all those sticky primers. Well, Hard Candy has one too. So for foundation, I'm going to take Halo Glow Liquid Filter, which I used the other day for the first time in a while and was impressed. But I'm going to mix it with my tried and true. This is Hard Candy's Glamophlage foundation. This is $6, okay, at Walmart. I have the shade Olive, And I'm gonna mix these two. I prepped to film way earlier today and then didn't film, so my sponge is a little dry. So I'm going in with my Smashbox primer water, which, by the way, this is so overhyped. The drugstore has so many good primer water type vibes. Honestly, my favorite to replace that would be the NYX Bear With Me. I'm taking my Milk Makeup bronzing stick and my e.l.f. Duo Complexion brush, and I'm just bronzing my face with this. This is one of my favorite products. This is like very much part of my regular routine, is going in with a cream bronzer. I also really like the one from Juvia's Place. Those are kind of new. I really want to try the new one from Milani as well. And I'm also going in with a Juvia's Place blush. So this is a cream blush that is a very cool toned blush, and I'm just applying it right on top of that bronzer. Okay, so I'm just going in with some gloss. This is from the Hard Candy X Girl Scouts collab, and this one honestly is my favorite out of the ones they have, just because I really like the smell. It smells like a cookie, like a sugar cookie. It's really good. I also went ahead and curled my lashes and started applying mascara so that the mascara is dry by the time that I want to go in with lashes. I also tight lined my lash line with some black. I'm going to go in with two concealers today. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty We're Even concealer in the shade 210W. I look like a painted doll. And then on the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with a highlighter because I don't think I'm gonna do like regular highlighter. I don't know yet, but for now, this is what I want to go in with. This is also from the Hard Candy Girl Scouts collab. This is their Luminous highlighter in the shade Trefoils, and I love doing this, taking a shade that is light of like a highlighter formula and applying it to the outer parts of the eyes. That way when I'm blending it, it's almost like that's my concealer. Also, I was thinking about this loose powder the other day. This is from Too Faced, and I was like, did I finish that? Do I still have it? Like, I literally could not remember, and I found it in my collection right now. I thought I had finished this, but to my surprise, I have not. And now that I have bought some other high-end powders, I'm curious to see how much I love this, because this is the Peach Perfect powder, and I have the Huda Beauty Peach Pie setting powder. So I think I like the Huda Beauty one more, just from what I remember of this, but like, what if this is also super like light and brightening and really nice on the under eye? I don't literally remember. It's been probably years since I used it. That's that. And I also have this from Makiage. This is their Fuck I'm Flawless Multi-Use Perfecting Concealer. This is super light on me, but I think I'm gonna add like a dot just to really lighten the under eyes, because I'm going for like super highlighted. I've seen this look everywhere, and if you guys have been watching my previous videos, I'm kind of obsessed with like the super blush cheeks, super bright under eyes. You guys, the level of concentration that just took, I don't think I took a breath the whole time I just did that. Okay, with a large blending brush, I'm going to just tap over any areas that may not be set with the extra powder on my face. Basically, whatever baking I did, I'm going to pick it up and disperse it over the rest of the face. I'm going to go ahead and prep my lashes. I feel like these would be perfect for this look. These are in the style Jubilee by Kiss. I just really like these because, again, like most lashes that I like, they flare to the outer edge. These are a little bit more flat and not as overly like curled up as the pompadour ones, which I used in my last video. Okay, so before I set my face, which is why I have my hair picked up, I'm going to go in with these two blushes. I already used this one all over the face. I'm going to add a touch of Comin' in Hot Pink from the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes, and I'm going to create a little cocktail on the back of my hand. Instead of using a powder blush, I'm going to use a cream. I'm hoping that this will give it more of a purpley tone, but these are the two colors I've got on the hand. That is so much pigment. You guys saw like how little I put on. Like, look, my finger is now stained. So just picking up some on the back of my hand and tapping it back over that area. So I'm going to go with the Dalba First Spray Serum. I was talking about this on my Instagram recently because it went on sale again, and you guys can see I'm almost done with it, so I went ahead and bought a replacement while it was on sale. But this stuff is legit, you guys. It is so good. Okay, I'm going to take this Lottie London highlighter. This is the Diamond Bounce Illuminating Highlighter in the shade Frosted, by the way. And I'm going to try two methods. I'm going to try with a brush, like a regular highlighting brush, and I'm going to tap. Oh, that actually looks exactly like I wanted to. Okay. Honestly, I feel like this look would be so pretty for like a prom, a spring birthday. Also, my birthday's in June. I always thought I had a summer birthday just because I've always lived in the South and it's been so hot that like I've always had pool parties and it's like right as soon as summer break starts. Tell me why June is in the spring. And I had no idea. Like I just always was like, yeah, I have a summer birthday. Like technically no, but I'm not going to use this highlighter for my nose. I'm actually going to use the ABH Glow Seeker highlighter. This is like my preferred highlighter for my nose. It's light enough. I like the shade. And this is just a little bit too glittery. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a little bit too glittery for the nose. So I am going to go in and set with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set. This is really good and it's drugstore. While this is a really great setting spray to like absorb everything into the skin and make it nice and emollient, it's not a good setting spray, like a good fixing spray. This is more of a fixing spray that is going to make your makeup last. So I'm going to work on the under eyes really quick and then we'll be done. You could leave this look to be really neutral. I'm going to go in with purple, which could be, you know, maybe a mistake, but I really just want to experiment with it. So I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with the shade Therapy Sesh and tap off the excess, maybe even mix it with this white a little bit to get more of a like lavender shade. And I'm going to apply that on the lower lash line. Just like ever so lightly, because I want it just to be like a little bit of a hint of color without being too overwhelming. I feel like pastels in the spring is like just super beautiful. That just reminded me of, I think it's The Devil Wears Prada, where she's like florals for spring, innovating or something like that. Like that line gets me every time because it's like, yeah, florals for spring, of course, but now I'm going to take a cream eyeliner and run it in the bottom lash line. Again, because I truly feel like this look dictates that. I think it like literally needs it. And going in with mascara, this is the e.l.f. Lash Extender, which I cannot stop using. Okay, next up, I'm going to wipe off the lip gloss that I've got on. It's like the lip oil. I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Sugar and Spice, which is really like a My Lips But Better kind of color. I also went in with the shade Velvet Teddy from MAC on the center of the lips. And then last but not least, I have this lip gloss from Morphe, which by the way, I don't love and I hardly ever use. The pigment in this lip gloss has that like iridescence. This is in the shade Froze. I also don't like the packaging of this, and I don't like that like hardly any product comes out. So I have to like scrape for the product and then apply it on the back of my hand. But I just think that this color will look so pretty. This is the gloss right here. It's kind of sheer, but I think it does look pretty, and honestly, it feels nice on the lips. I just really don't like the packaging of this. I just feel like it's not convenient. But I think it does a really good job of what I wanted to do, which is like make the lips look juicy and plumped, and it has those like iridescent flecks. So the last thing I'm doing is going in with this setting spray, and we're done. Okay guys, this is the finished look. Honestly, I love it. I think it looks so much better than I thought it would, and I think I finally nailed the highlighted under eye blush trend I've been looking to nail for a while. And I honestly think that part of what did it was going back in and mixing these two shades. I think gave me exactly what I was looking for. Also using that lighter concealer, like just a tiny dot of that super light concealer, I think really sealed the deal as well. But I love the eye look, and honestly, this is one of the staple palettes in my collection because I always bring it out this time of year. It's just super summer friendly, and it's got a lot of different like versatility that I've seen myself use in this palette throughout my time owning it. So I'm pretty sure this is still available, but yeah, it's definitely one of the best in my collection. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys!